Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Travel Tribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Today we're going to be talking about first aid. So let's get started. As I said before, we're going to be talking about first aid today. And you're probably thinking, first aid, how is that relevant to travel? Well, I'm going to show you. Now we're not talking about first aid in particular. I'm not a doctor. I actually don't really have any first aid experience. Well, today we're talking about an app called First Aid. It's from the American Red Cross. Now, it's really good for travel for many reasons. And we're going to get into it right now. All right, so you're going to get into your app store and you're going to type in First Aid. And boom, I already have it downloaded. But what you'll do is you'll obviously click on there, and then once you download the app, it should give you a couple things, just put a little bit of your information in, and then you'll be set to go. So right here is the home page, and it kind of has a list of different things that you can learn about. This is good if you're traveling with anybody that has any sort of pre-existing conditions or something that could possibly happen to them or to you. And there's also things like here, for example, bleeding. So it kind of gives you an example of what to do if someone's bleeding and how to, put pressure on the wound. And it gives you all these FAQs, which is super great. And then if you want to really learn about something in particular, you can test yourself. And then it gives you like a quiz. So you can answer all these different questions and you'll feel more prepared if something does go wrong in your travels. So this is really great because you might be thinking, oh, how is this relevant to traveling? Well, let's say you could be somewhere out, let's say you go somewhere like you're in Ireland and you're out in the hills out by the ocean and you're not near anybody, you're not near a hospital or anything. Something could happen. I mean, you never know. Life is so unplanned sometimes. So this is a great app to have in case something does go wrong, like allergies. I mean, when we travel, we go and eat different foods that we've never had before. Maybe there's an allergy that you didn't know you had, and all of a sudden something starts swelling up. Your lymph nodes are swelling up. Something could be happening. Boom, you open up this app, and it could give you great advice on what to do, who to call, and how to treat these things. So this is great for all that kind of stuff. Broken bones, burns, distress, all these different things. Now another thing is prepare. So oftentimes we travel to places that we've never been, and there are different types of natural disasters, different types of threats everywhere we go. That's just a part of life. So let's say if you live somewhere on the East Coast and you've never experienced an earthquake before, and you're traveling to California. Now earthquakes often are not very severe, but sometimes they are. So it would be a great idea to just do a checklist. Make sure that you know what to expect, what could possibly happen. So anything like that. Let's say you're going to the East Coast and you're going to Florida in August, and there happens to be, God forbid, but there could be a hurricane. Well, I've never been in a hurricane before. I live on the West Coast. So if I were to travel to Florida during the summer, I would want to be a little bit knowledgeable on what to do in case of that were to happen. Emergency. Now, this is if something is going, horribly wrong. Someone's having a heart attack. Let's say you've been out on the boat all day and you're in Havasu, Arizona. It's been great. And someone starts experiencing heat stroke. I wouldn't know what to do if someone I knew was experiencing heat stroke. So this is perfect for something like that. It has literally a link to call 911 if something were to happen. Like if someone accidentally consumes something that's poisonous, it has a link to poison control. And then another one is just great is, like I mentioned before, quizzes. So if you want to learn what to do when someone breaks their bone, if someone gets a burn, a head injury, anything like that, it literally has a quiz, and you select the answers, and then okay, I'm at least somewhat knowledgeable about something to do with all these. And it highlights once you've taken a quiz, it highlights it. So I would recommend taking all of the quizzes, then you have somewhat of a good idea. And then the last one that's just great for traveling is a hospital. So if something were to go wrong, a lot of times I don't know where the nearest hospital is. I got to go on Google, I got to search it, I got to figure it out. This literally used my current location. You click on it, boom, it tells you exactly where the nearest hospital is. And that's basically it. That's First Aid by the American Red Cross. It's available on iPhone, Google Play Store, pretty much anywhere that you get apps, it's available. Again, it's not only good for just travel, but it's great for everyday life as well. I mean, you can never be too safe. It's always good to be educated on anything first aid because you never know who you can help in any situation. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be releasing videos every Monday. We have tons of awesome videos coming your way. You're not gonna wanna miss. Thanks, guys.